Yeah, I'm John Reynolds. I'm on Team 2, Team San Jose. My project is the creation of this sacred space. And it's like on many levels of it, and one level is a preservation of a Tibetan tradition of sacred art, architecture, and a spiritual tradition. It's my team, there's a team around the art and architecture team, there's a finance and fundraising team, there's a project management team, and then there's like the overall kind of design team. That's what there is. And there's like specific leader in charge of people working with them. But right now, the active team I have right now is about 20 people. But in the past, hundreds of people have contributed to this point. Like over the last 7 years, there's been like hundreds of people that are contributing. Like physically actually contributed to it, and hundreds more have contributed to it from long distance just with like support. Like this has all been financed through individual support. Like there's been no funding or grants or any organizations. It's just like individuals have stepped up and donated money for it. I have been partially. I have not been the primary one. There's been other people in the past. Right now I'm the primary one, enabler, I guess you could say, you know. It's just like the project enables itself. All of a sudden, you know, like I'll give you an example, like several years ago when we were like ready for the next phase, kind of at a point of wondering, okay, like we're ready to start, this, how's it going to happen? And next thing you know, it's like almost next thing I knew, it's like somebody steps up with a check for $108,000. They said, what I got from being on team was I got the training and I got the ability to like create teams of people. And so that's what I did is I brought people from Asia, people from Europe, people from all over North America came to work on this.
Eu me desmancho em dor. Se você fica, eu quero dar o meu amor.
Was I got the training and I got the ability to like create teams of people, and so that's what I did is I brought people from Asia, people from Europe, people from all over North America came to work on this.
How did you contact or know network this business?
Well, what I did is I just started throwing out this big net of like conversation to everybody that I knew that had been building stupas like in North America, because I actually knew people. I knew a handful of people that had done projects, building stupas. So I just, that net kept expanding. And then also kind of within our own community here, and specifically within this tradition of art, the Rep Kong art and things like that, there were specific artists that were to be called to come and actually do the work and train people. So those people were like in Nepal primarily and India. So we called them and brought them here. And then there's like a group of Americans here that were like artists, right? They got trained by these other artists. So they all worked together over the course of a year, kind of like doing training in the sculpture work and the traditional work and things like that. So that actually the project kind of kept expanding like that. So now there's actually, now there's a body of people that have been trained in this, like in North America, as a result of that too. And then there's builders, of course. There's like, people that are building that had some experience or not, or no experience. People just would show up also because it had this kind of huge sort of attractive energy going. So like, like one day we're working down here and people just walked up and said, hey, what are you doing? Can I help? Kind of like that. So a guy in the Mauritius Islands in the Indian Ocean and who had heard about this. And he said he wanted to contribute to it. I said, great. And I kind of corresponded back and forth. And he mailed a check for $20,000.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's like that. That's how it happens. People just get